Okay.
And we are on the scene of a Maytag VMW washing machine. Complaint is it's leaving the clothes wet even after the spin. So first of all, we're gonna check our suspension rods. I'm happy with that. What we're looking for is the dampening. We don't want it to go dung 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 like a springy. So pass that test. Now we're gonna go to where we think we got the problem. It's probably gonna be up underneath on the shifter or the clutch or something like that. So we're just gonna lean her back and use what we got to kind of do that. Fulcrum balance will slide up underneath here and take our VO back, the ultimate bag, and see what we got going on here. We got any grease shooting out or anything, belt dust or anything like that going on? Well, looks pretty clean, but this little dude right here, the shifter or actuator, whatever you want to call it, those are notorious for going out. I mean, worst case, it could be the actual splutch gears, but we're gonna find out. Step one is removing our belt cover on this guy. I don't see any of the obvious signs. We don't have any rubber shavings from our belt coming off of there, so, and I mean, I guess it could be the drain pump too. We'll just have to see, but we're gonna just get it tore apart here and then we'll see what's going on. Alright, been working fine, and then all of a sudden just one day it was just leaving them wet, or has it been a slow decline? Don't know. You're not the laundry man, huh?
No.
I got you. I got you.
No, I'm not.
Belt seems. Yeah.
I don't even know how to run it.
Well, belt seems good and tight, don't it? All right. Well, we're going to take a look at our shifter. I brought a shifter and a splutch, but we're going to take this belt off and just take a look at those gears and how they interface. Let's see if the belt ones cooperate. Belt looks dang good, but it can slip on this, as you can see. We might end up changing these pulleys, or at least this one. This one has grooves, this one doesn't, but it likes to slip on there when they're heavy. And see that slippage right there? You see this? You see that? How I'm slipping? I mean, I can feel it. I don't know if y'all can, but that I don't like. So sometimes even these nuts, they put Loctite on them for a reason. Sometimes even those nuts can slip. And then guess what? When we're spinning, we're slipping, and we're not creating enough force to get that water out of our clothes. So we're gonna test out the new Klein plumbing department. These are found in the plumbing department. What these are is a Knipex pliers wrench clone. So the patent must have come off. Knipex is the one that invented these pliers wrench. And we'll try it this way. If not, we'll get out the impact, because this blue Loctite locks in, it'll lock it. Even though it's, yeah. We'll grab something else to rip that sucker off of there. And what do I have for that? What do I have for that? You can cut it and we'll come back. I gotta do some back. Alright, and we're back. So, what we have done is got the my socket set. All stays on one guy here. Klein makes them metric finally, but this is a 13 millimeter. I already broke it loose, but anyway, we take off our pulley. We're just looking, it's all plastic, as you can see. This splutch interfaces with our drive pulley from our motor, which these very rarely go bad. Sometimes you'll get this capacitor going bad. And I broke my number one rule which is unplug the appliance before you work on it. But I don't touch anything hot. But yeah, that capacitor does carry a charge that will kill you. So I'm gonna lay her back down 1 second here, but capacitor still has a charge even though we're unplugged. But we got our pulley off. What we're looking for here is the interface of this gear on this. Yeah, this is spring loaded, so what happens is this little actuator is what's gonna shift it into spin mode. It's gonna shift it into agitate mode. And then also we can see down here at the bottom of this, all this debris goes into where our drain pump is. And if that gets plugged, our pump is not going to work efficiently at removing the water, regardless if we are spinning like we're supposed to. So we're just going to take a look at this and see. I'm going to change this splutch and possibly this shifter, but definitely this splutch, because we got a little bit of play in that and I don't like it. So we're going to do that right now. So what do we need for that? I don't know yet. Probably a little tiny screwdriver. Phillips and a flathead should get us going here, and we're going to notice the orientation of this shifter. And this shifter has 2 green screws on it, and they are machine screws. They are not coarse thread. They are fine thread green machine screws. So we're going to just take out both of these and get our shifter arm off of our splutch here. There's that, and let's see if we can see anything in there going on. But maybe it's not even shifting in the spin. We'll find out. But anyway, now we get our flathead, and then these little guys kind of twist in. There's one on each side, and they just kind of lock in here in this lock ring like that. And now this whole thing will drop off with our spring, and here's what we got. It's all one assembly. We got a spring, and you can see how this works. This little guy, whenever the control board sends power to this motor, it's shifting, and you see how it pulls up. That's going to be whatever mode, probably spin, and then that down locks it in. And that's why there's a spring on there, because it's going to hold it with tension to hold it up, and then when it shifts down, bang, lock. And that locks into this plastic gear, so all this has to mesh. So the middle one, I don't know if I can get my pliers wrench on this or not, so we don't damage these gears, this spline. And we can see which one's what, because I forget. But one of them's spin and one of them's agitate. This one, it's the agitator. And that one moves the whole drum. So all that loaded down with water and clothes on these little plastic gears, if they're not meshing right, guess what? We know spinning efficiently. So we're going to dig in our little bag of tricks here. We got us a new actuator / shifter. And I've already opened these, but we got us a brand new splutch assembly. When you order this, you'll get all this in one nice little package. You'll get new spring, new and then his belt's good, but we have another one if we need it. And we're just gonna pop all these parts in. So here's our old thing. So what we're gonna do is make sure that that looks just like the old one that we took off. So we're just gonna match it up. There's our opening. We're gonna put him in. Was that the new one? Yeah. It's just greasy because of my hands. So there's our new guys going in. Boom. And he's gonna get lined up just like this old one. The old one we're gonna set aside. And we have
Coming back.
okay, now we're gonna make sure, because I got pulleys too. We're gonna make sure this is the right pulley. This is their old one. The new ones, are a little different. Look newer. Yeah, these are the old ones, original ones. I'm just gonna verify because sometimes I can put been known to pop a GE on a Whirlpool or a Maytag, but I want to say that the new ones. Yeah, yep, that's him. Okay, because the GE one, yeah, that's a GE one. Yeah, GE ones. Let's just see. Will the GE one fit? I'm just curious. Probably the same dang transmission. Yep, GE will fit too, so pulley's a pulley, I guess. Okay, now we are going to put this back just like it was. In there. Yeah. Yeah. That's him. Cool. Alright, then we're going to test it and see what it does with our new stuff on it, you know. Pretty sure this is the new one. Guess we'll find out, won't we? But anyway, that just kind of twists back in the way it was. That's tighter than this one, so that's him. Boom. And our new pulley. And we're going to hold off on that shifter. And there's neutral. And there's spinning our basket. Or agitating, because it's going to do this. Alright, let's get our shifter back in there. And then there's something else we have to do. We're gonna hold off on this one. If we don't need it, then great. Because usually it's just these gears, or our pulley nut is loose and it can slip in there too. That's what it looked like because of the marks on that, you know, on that belt, on that main pulley. It looked like it was slipping. So we're gonna see. I'm assuming this, because she didn't say that it wasn't going into spin mode. It just wasn't getting all the water out during that mode. So, but there's a way in the service menu, which, yep, our tech sheet's up there. We can snag that out, and there's a way to resynchronize this so that it knows what mode it's in if we have to, but usually you don't, from what I've seen. You know, if it gets confused, basically, it'll recalibrate it, if you will. I've seen that. Like if I was to, yeah, we put it back where it was. It should remember. Okay, now, this one, like I said, has grooves on it. Usually the front pulley's never the culprit. We're going to put this on, and then we'll tighten our pulley on here first, I guess, just in case. It shouldn't move, but you never know. Yep, that's good. Agitating. Alright, and then we'll check our pump too. If this, we'll see how it spins, and then we'll check our drain pump just to see if there's something in it, or maybe it's bad. We don't know yet. But let's get our belt back on here. You turd. You turd. As long as our belt doesn't slip off, and we're going to make sure that it's tracking right so that during operation it doesn't come off. Alright, there's that. Now, let's lay her back down, plug it in, and give it a cycle and see what happens.